Hello and welcome to Verx Gaming. This is Robert. Today I'm bringing you games 31 to 35 of my first season. Alright, enjoy the video. So this game, I actually turned off the computer's audio because this game has a really annoying soundtrack. The sound effects I am fine with. However, yeah, the music that the game has really sucks, and that's why I put in my own. I forgot to turn off the game's music, so I had to get rid of the sound effects as well as the bass soundtrack, which is a shame, but hey, sometimes you gotta do stuff. Gotta make sacrifices. Right here I got trashed just because I put my foot on top of the ball. If someone's pushing against you and your foot is on top of the ball, really the only thing you can do is move back as fast as possible. If you're far away from the goal, you can try and jump to get your foot out from on top, but if not, you're just gonna have to back up and hope that your foot will slip out. For the most part, you're pretty much set up to fail. So right here, I try and jump and hit the ball, but I didn't really make the contact I wanted. And because I pushed up against the opponent, it sent me up in the air and then I couldn't recover. So basically the moral of the story, don't miss. That's all what my problem was, is I aimed wrong. Okay, so I just want to reiterate the fact of AI coding. So right here I'm playing Bolton. And what he's going to do is he's just going to run straight towards the ball every time. Here he goes, he runs, and I can just knock it over him because he doesn't jump until the ball is like right above him. So here it goes, I hit it just right over his head again. And I do this for at least the first 3 points. This time it served towards him, and he ran forward, and right when the ball was over him, he moved forward. Right there you see. So with this guy, he's just going to follow the ball the whole time. So I use this to my advantage. Every time it serves towards me, I can just nick it in. This helps when when the ball is on top of his goal. He's not going to move out. Most of them don't. So you need to figure out how the AI works. Right there, I jumped when I shouldn't have. Something I talk about too often because I do it way too often. But knowing what your AI does can help. Some AIs will just sit there and wait for you to get close, and you have to account for that and figure out what you should be doing. With this guy, he rushes the ball, he'll sit right underneath the edge you saw with the bouncy ball. He just sat there and waited when the ball was coming straight down. So you need to figure out how they work. The more comfortable you are with facing one opponent, the more you know how the opponent works, the better you'll play against them. Now that guy, kind of a strange game. It was 6-4 in my favor, and I had a good idea of how he worked, but near the end of this season, I kind of started to slip, because I think, if I remember correctly, I actually recorded all this in one sitting. I sat down and I just played. I think I took like an hour break in the middle, but it was pretty much all one sitting. So this whole first season, that's taken me like a month to upload, I recorded all one day. So my play kind of downgraded near the end. So that's what happened with that Bolton match. With Chelsea, however, pretty sure I wrecked him real hard. We'll see. See 5-0. This is already a lot better than Bolton. Okay, I want to quick talk about moving too far upfield. So here I chase him, he hits the ball, and I have to back up to get the ball back moving towards him. Now sometimes you will think that he's not gonna. He unfroze way too fast. Or that the game just doesn't like me sometimes. Anyways, so sometimes you will be moving towards their goal because you know the ball. You're pretty darn sure the ball is good and it's gonna stay over there. It's gonna hit the top of their goal or something, and they'll nick it, or you'll kick it too hard and it'll hit the crossbar and it will fling back towards your goal, and there's nothing you can do. It'll just bounce right in. So always be wary. Again, this comes back with the map awareness. You have to be cautious of the ball, of its speed, if it's bouncy, if it's dead. You have to be conscious of what it. See right here, I kind of stood there and waited for it to come back because I knew if I ran forward it would probably just go right back over to my head and I'd be screwed. Now I have no clue what Liverpool was just doing. That was weird. But that goes back to the AI programming. I guess Liverpool's a little bit of a misfit. You know, he was probably sitting there trying to kick it and his foot was broken and the game didn't realize that. That's probably what happened. That's what I'm going to say happened. But anyways, back to the fact. Sometimes you just shouldn't run. See, if that map wouldn't have been there, if the little thing wouldn't have been there, and the ball would have flown back, it would have went in. So sometimes, if you know the map's in the way, you can go fight more forward. If the map isn't, you need to be aware of that. You need to stay more back. It'll change each game you play. Okay, I just wanted to mention about your ball being on top of your goal. So here the ball's up top and I'm waiting and the guy's just jumping. Wigan is just jumping up and down. And when the ball is on top, you can watch it roll off. You can watch it bounce off. You can watch where it's moving. And the best way to get the ball out of there is pay attention to when it's going to fall and where, and try and hit it as early as possible. So try and jump so that you'll be at the top of your jump and hit the ball as early as you possibly can. So this video, actually, narrating it was kind of strange because usually I do about 30 seconds at most of narration. Like I'll watch the video, I'll find a point I want to narrate, and then I'll quick record what I'm gonna say, and it usually only takes like 20 or 30 seconds. But this video, I actually just talked for 2 minutes straight, 2 or 3 times, and it was different. Usually I don't do that. Someone's actually playing a horn somewhere, and in one of the little bits I can actually just sit there and hear it, and I was like, oh shoot. Luckily it's very quiet, so I'm just gonna leave it in there. Sorry if it's obvious to you, but I thought it was fun. Anyways, so this is the end of the video. I want to thank you for watching. I have one more video left for this season. I think you will really enjoy it. It's actually, the ending is very fun. I really enjoy playing this game. So I thank you for watching again, and stick around for the next video. Thanks.